Marietta College. "1,200 of your closest friends across 100 acres. This is home.
Coming up on WCMO NewsCenter 15, Donald Trump faces another lawsuit.
In Thelma Mothershed Ware, a trailblazing civil rights figure has passed away.
We'll also find out how long this sunny weather will stick around. Stay with us. WCMO NewsCenter 15 starts now. Hello and welcome to today's edition of WCMO NewsCenter 15. I'm Declan Garrett.
And I'm Leah Hankinson. Topping our news today.
A trailblazing civil rights figure known as one of the Little Rock Nine died Saturday at the age 83. Thelma Mothershed Ware was one of 9 African-American students who desegregated Little Rock Central High School in 1957. She received her high school diploma and went on to earn undergraduate and graduate degrees. She enjoyed a 28-year career in education, working as a teacher and counselor. She also earned national recognition for her contributions to civil rights. In 1958, she received the NAACP's prestigious Spingarn Medal, and in 1999, President Bill Clinton awarded the members of the Little Rock Nine with the Congressional Gold Medal. Mothershed Ware's accomplishments didn't stop there. In 2017, she co-authored the book Education Has No Color, where she wrote about her life as one of the first black students at Little Rock Central High School.
Members of the Central Park Five are suing former President Trump for defamation over his debate comments about their case. The 5 black and Latino men were teenagers when they were wrongly convicted of raping and beating a white female jogger in Central Park in 1989. The case rocked New York, and at the time, Trump took out ads calling for the return of the death penalty. The teens spent years in prison and were externed in 2002, when DNA evidence linked another person to the crime. During his September debate with Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump said they pleaded guilty and wrote, "Badly hurt a person, killed a person" in the attack. The lawsuit alleges those statements were defamatory because the plaintiffs never pled guilty to the Central Park assaults. Trump representatives didn't immediately respond to the request for comment.
It's another absolutely beautiful day here in Marietta.
Is the fall weather finally upon us?
Landon is here with the current conditions. What's going on outside right now, Landon?
Well, right now we're definitely experiencing a lot of those sunny weathers. In fact, it's going to be the warmest day of the week. Right now it feels like 72 outside with an expected high of 79. The winds are first of all, we're going to be experiencing a moderate UV index level of 4, good air quality, and a low pollen count of 0.5. Then we're going to experience winds in no particular direction at roughly 3 miles per hour with a 50% humidity level. The sun rose earlier this morning around 7:44 and should be setting sometime around 6:36 this evening. So in the coming week ahead, like I said, today is the warmest day of the week, and the coming week ahead we're going to be experiencing a bit of the opposite of the weather patterns we've been experiencing over the last 3 weeks, because it's the warmest day of the week and we're going to be gradually cooling off as we get closer and closer to the weekend. But how drastically is that cool off going to occur? We'll talk about that in more detail when I return later on for the 5-day forecast. But until then, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Landon. Marietta College hosted a candidate forum on October 2nd to give the public an opportunity to meet some of the candidates. The position of the Washington County Recorder is just one of many on the ballot. For more, here's Andrew Shasinski.
Marietta College hosted a candidate forum on Wednesday, October 2nd, giving each candidate an opportunity to address the community and answer some of their questions. The Washington County Recorder position is one of many on the ballot. While Republican candidate Teresa Judson declined our invitation to attend, Democratic candidate and incumbent Tracy Wright joined the forum. She's a 44-year veteran of the Washington County Recorder's Office. She currently is in her 8th term as County Recorder. She serves on the Ohio Recorder's Legislative Committee as well as a subcommittee for fraudulent documents served to recorders. She is an Eastern Star member and is also on the Ohio Farm Bureau. During the forum, the public wanted to know what her goals would be if she were to be reelected.
I currently have a big project going on, which we recently passed a Senate bill that's going to require it for all recorders in Ohio. That being that our records have to be online back to 1980. And right now my records are online from 1996 forward, and that project is currently being worked on to get all of those from 1980 to 1996 brought together, and it's a rather huge project. It's a big undertaking, but we are in the process of getting that done. But Ohio has passed that law, and I think it's effective in 2026 that we all.
Early voting has started, so be sure to cast your vote.
Elon Musk makes his own impact on the presidential election.
And another massive food recall.
Stay with us.
At Marietta College, teamwork goes beyond athletics. At Marietta, we promote individuality, creativity, and resilience. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, we are Pile Nation. This is the time, this is the place. We are pioneers. We are Marietta College.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, many of us feel anxious. Mindfulness can help you ease those feelings. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer free content to help you stress less. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace.
Here's to the straggly ones. The first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
A celebration of one of the heart-healthy foods, nuts. Today is National Nut Day. From peanuts to pistachios, there are a variety of healthy benefits from different nuts. Some are rich with minerals and vitamins, but also protein, which makes you feel full longer. They can help lower cholesterol, and in a study show that people who ate nuts, they live 2 to 3 years longer than others. That's a good reason to reach for nuts instead of junk food when you're feeling snackish. However you choose to celebrate the day, don't forget to share using the hashtag National Nut Day.
The SpaceX Crew 8 mission may spend a little more time in the International Space Station. NASA says the return to Earth may be delayed due to weather conditions near the splashdown sites off the coast of Florida. Mission managers say they will keep a close watch on the situation and are scheduled to meet for a weather update Tuesday morning. Officials say better conditions could allow for an undocking from the ISS no earlier than Tuesday night. Current forecasts point to improving conditions as the week goes on.
The owner of X, Elon Musk, is giving away $1 million each to registered voters in key battleground states. Musk announced the giveaway while on tour with former President Trump in Pennsylvania over the weekend. Voters in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina who signed his Political Action Committee's petition are eligible for the money.
Please check your freezers again. Some frozen waffle products are being recalled as they could be contaminated with listeria. The recalled products were produced by Treehouse Foods and sold under various brand names across the United States and Canada. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, there have been no confirmed reports of illness linked to the products. The issue was discovered through routine testing at a manufacturing facility. The FDA said you should throw out the recalled products or return them to the store for a credit.
Coming up, Greenland gets a new airport.
And former President Donald Trump staffs the fry station at McDonald's.
And it's a good thing October is National Nut Day because it's autumn and the nuts are beginning to fall. I'll have our 5-day forecast when we return. Stay with us.
When kids need medical care, they face life-changing experiences. They miss out on the things that make being a kid fun. Starlight Children's Foundation programs entertain and inspire hospitalized kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
There's a place for everyone at Marietta College. Our place is here as esports competitors. This is Marietta College Esports.
McDonald's confirmed it hosted former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania location, but clarified it is not endorsing any candidates in the presidential race. During the event, Trump staffed the fry station at a McDonald's in suburban Philadelphia on Sunday before answering questions through the drive-thru window. The company stated it supported a franchise's request to hold the event as it welcomes all. McDonald's also noted that franchises have invited Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, to visit the restaurants.
Greenland's capital, Nuuk, will soon open a new international airport, enabling larger aircrafts to land and facilitate direct flights from the U.S. and Europe for the first time. This airport is part of a border initiative, including 2 additional airport projects aimed at boosting the local economy and enhancing accessibility to the Arctic territory. Set to open on November 28th, the airport is expected to transform tourism and trade, reducing travel times and costs while also improving cargo transport. With a total investment exceeding $800 million, largely financed by Denmark to avoid reliance on Chinese investments, Greenland aims to diversify its economy beyond fishing and public services.
Egypt has been certified malaria-free by the World Health Organization, marking a truly historic achievement. The WHO noted that the disease, which has affected Egypt for centuries, is now part of its past. This certification follows nearly a century of eradication efforts to combat malaria, which began in the 1920s, with proof or no transmission for 3 consecutive years. Egypt is the 3rd country in the WHO's Eastern Mediterranean region to achieve this, after the UAE and Morocco. The WHO urged Egypt to maintain vigilance against malaria's return, emphasizing that ongoing prevention measures are essential, despite the introduction of vaccines in some areas. It's time for a look at Hollywood, and we need to know, who's the richest female musician?
Also, news for Night Agent, fans, and the latest look at a complete unknown.
Well, here's Landon with the Hollywood Minute.
Thanks, Declan. Well, Taylor Swift is now the richest female musician in the world. Forbes estimates her net worth at $1.6 billion. That's right, passing Rihanna at $1.4 billion. Last year, Swift became the first billionaire to reach that mark solely through music sales and performing. And in other news, have you heard of Night Action? Netflix has renewed the popular series about a secret investigative program within the FBI for a 3rd season. However, Season 2, originally slated for release this year, is now set for winter 2025, with filming to begin soon in Istanbul and then New York. Finally, in the latest trailer for A Complete Unknown, Dylan Goes Electric. Timothy Chalamet stars and sings as the voice of a generation, with Elle Fanning as Sylvie Russo, Monica Barbaro as Joanne Baez, and Edward Norton as Pete Seeger. A Complete Unknown opens in theaters December 25th, Christmas Day. Well, that's all I got for Hollywood. I'm Landon Santini. Back to you guys at the desk.
Appreciate it, Landon. We can all agree fall is one of the prettiest seasons.
All the colors make for some beautiful scenes, but for how much longer?
Well, we're going to be right back to Landon as we're going to ask him what can we expect from Mother Nature for the rest of this week.
Well, for today and the next couple of days, you can expect some rather not quite summer weather, but rather warm weather, warmer than we've been having during the week, the last few weeks. And as you can see on our country map of the United States, we're not having to deal with much precipitation, and most of that is being dealt with along the states of North Dakota and areas along the southern Canadian border. And yeah, otherwise, it's a pretty calm day. Cool collected here in the Mid-Ohio Valley, especially, and here in the tri-state area of Ohio, Pittsburgh, and Pennsylvania. So as we skip ahead to our 5-day forecast, we'll talk about how the temperatures are going to be decreasing later on in the week. Today's the warmest day of the week, and that decrease will start taking effect tomorrow on Wednesday with an expected high of 76 and sunny conditions. Getting even lower on Thursday with still sunny conditions, but an expected high of 65. And then our weekend begins with a slight spike upwards of 74 with more sunny conditions. And then the weekend goes back down again with an expected high of 64 and more cloudy conditions. So that sun will need to take a little bit of rest. And then we'll have an even cooler day on Sunday with an expected high of 60. So as for how long the fall temperatures are going to stick around, they're kind of fluctuating. They've kind of been fluctuating back and forth over the last few weeks. And we're going to definitely see a return of them as we come towards the weekend. But I think it's safe to say as the rest of October goes through and we look forward to other things like Halloween, we can expect the fall temperatures to be taking on a bit of a stronger presence. That's all I've got for the weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Landon. When we come back, Evie has the latest on Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson and more.
See you in a few.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to the Midnight Snack Run.
This is one tricky obstacle course.
He's reaching, but he pushes it away. He's approaching a plate of iced cookies. He blows right by him.
Oh, the fridge.
Looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs a water bottle.
Now he's just got to get out of there.
Look what dropped from the sky.
Don't do it, Dennis. That's the way you execute a Midnight Snack Run.
Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
What's up? We're back with Evie for a look at sports.
What's been happening in the world of sports, Evie?
I can give you the rundown now. Deshaun Watson will not finish the season as Cleveland's starting quarterback for the second year in a row. He ruptured his right Achilles tendon during the first half of Sunday's game against the Cincinnati Bengals. An MRI confirmed the injury, and the team announced that he will undergo surgery and they expect a full recovery. The Browns signed Watson to a controversial $230 million contract in 2022 and serious off-field allegations. This marks Watson's second major injury in 2 seasons, last year breaking his throwing shoulder and now ruptured Achilles, ending in his 2024 campaign. The college basketball season has arrived with big names like Alabama's Mark Sears and North Carolina's R.J. Davis as they headline the Associated Press preseason All-America men's basketball team. Sears received all but 1 vote from a 55-person panel, and Davis was right behind him with 51. They were joined by Kansas big man Hunter Dickinson, Auburn forward Joni Broome, and Arizona guard Caleb Love and Duke freshman Cooper Flagg. Love and Flagg tied for the final spot, resulting in a 6-man team. In a thrilling end to the 2024 WNBA Finals, the New York Liberty celebrated their first championship. Sabrina Ionescu collapsed in joy with Breanna Stewart embracing Jonquel Jones as confetti fell, marking a historic win for the franchise. The Liberty overcame years of disappointment to achieve their goal as Jones earned Finals MVP with Breanna Stewart, contributed crucial rebounds and free throws despite an off-shooting night. Looking ahead, the Liberty are focused on building on their success with Coach Sandy Brundello declaring, "Let's not stop at 1, let's go for 2." Brandon Ayuk's season is over after he tore the interior in the ACL and medial collateral ligaments in the right knee against the Chiefs. Coach Kyle Shanahan announced that Ayuk will need surgery ending his season after just 7 games. Meanwhile, wideout Deebo Samuel is hospitalized with a form of pneumonia that caused fluid buildup in his lungs. There's no timeline for Samuel's return yet. Ayuk's injury occurred late in the second quarter while making a catch, causing his knee to hyperextend. He finished the game with 2 catches for 23 yards. This injury adds to the growing list of knee injuries for the 49ers, including Christian McCaffrey and Dre Greenlaw. That's all I have for you today. I'm Evie Gravlin. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks. Now we got Landon back at us with the desk for one last look at the forecast.
Oh, basically, after today, the warmest day of the week, in the upper 70s, we're going to be cooling down as we get closer and closer to the weekend, to the mid and lower 60s by Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, the fall temperatures are in kind of fluctuating, but for the most part, they're in full swing. So we got quite a lot of things to look forward to, such as Halloween, or in more recent things, the Marietta College homecoming is this weekend. You guys excited about that?
Yeah, excited for the football game. We're really good this year, so let's go win that.
All right.
Yes, sir. What about you? Excited for the homecoming?
I'm very excited. I'll be dancing on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thanks. That's all the time we have for today. For all of us here at WCMO NewsCenter 15, Marietta College Broadcasting, thanks again for joining us. You can catch us on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:30 and 6:30 during most weeks of the semester, or you can search for WCMO Television on YouTube.com. See you next time. We hope you have a good day.